catching you on hopefully a long weekend. Are you sneaking in a couple extra days as we're watching summer just fly by? I don't know about you, I'm a little bit in shock that we are at the end of July and that we are encroaching on August. I know for many of you, that means back to school, back to routine, back to something. Back to something. Can we just get a thank you for that? For others, it means you've got one last month to eke out that true kind of summer bucket list if you had one, or a checklist, or a note to yourself, or what am I going to do? But I know for me, this means I'm starting to build my what I want for fall. And we're not going to talk about fall quite yet. I'm going to give you some ideas on how to transition some of this stuff once the weather gets a little bit chillier and the temperatures dip. But there are so many fun things coming in right now that are so easy to wear now and later. So we're going to focus more on the now with some nods to the later. And I think the easiest way to think about those favorite fall pieces are some of those great layers. I'm talking cardigans, pullover sweaters, easy little jackets, and my favorite adaptation of the item we have been living in for the past year and a half, the sweatshirt, but done in a short sleeve. So tons and tons of ideas on how to style it, and we're going to start with cardigans because to me, this is kind of your secret sauce transition piece. It's the one you can throw over camis, tanks, t-shirts, dresses, woven button downs, you name it, it's going to take you anywhere. And I grabbed what I think is such a fun, fabulous cardigan. Now you know this guy because we've had it in a pullover sweater. This is the Found My Friend cardigan from Free People. Remember the really great little dolman sleeve sweatshirt that we had from the same brand? We had it in a bunch of colors, sold out, more colors, sold out. Keep getting it in, keep selling it out. Well, they made it in a cardigan, and what I think is so fantastic about this is what I loved about it in the sweater version. It's really lightweight. It adds a little bit of texture and interest to any outfit you're wearing. Super comfortable and not too long. So I think sometimes it's tricky to find that perfect length cardigan, especially when you're wearing it with higher waist bottoms or a dress or even cutoffs. This guy kind of seals the deal for me. Now, I'm also thinking about those of you that are slowly transitioning back to the office. And so I grabbed this look because I think this is one of those wear it a bunch of ways, super versatile, carry it on looks. So Free People Cardi. Then I paired it back to my Kira lace trim cami. This is from Allison Joy. It is exclusively ours. It is so comfy, and it is absolutely one of my unsung hero layering pieces. Now, super fun under a cardigan. You can even button this guy up and just let a little bit of that peak show. Great under a V-neck sweater. Fabulous under a relaxed button down. Sexy under a moto jacket. Easy under a bomber. So many ways to wear this guy. Now, I tucked it in because I wanted to give myself that credit for a waist. Thank you for doing that. And that cardigan, just like a jacket, does the same thing. Helps break up your body. Show where that waist is. Really flattering. Cardigan. Generous, I went down a size. Cami, true to size, wear my normal size. And then I've got on the yummiest of yummy pants out there. This is brand new Evereve collection. That's right. This is some of our favorite pieces, mostly decided by all of you. The things you loved the absolute most, the most hearted, the most reviewed, the most worn, the most sold, the most of it all pieces under the Evereve label. So this tape pant is all those things. It is a stretch sateen, utility, skinny. It comes in this yummy charcoal gray. It also comes in a fabulous, of course, utility green. There is so much stretch in this puppy. It is unbelievable. It is like 17 steps up from your favorite legging because it looks elevated, it looks put together, and no one needs to know that it feels like you're just wearing your undies because it's that comfortable. So yummy. I love these as a great work pant alternative because you can also just dress them down. Now, I paired it back to that great little Pally sandal. You know this one, we just got it back in stock. There's still some sizes left, so snag it if you haven't gotten it yet. absolutely going to be your most worn shoe of the season. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any questions. You got these today and they are a dream. Are they not a dream? They are so crazy comfortable. And I love just that super streamlined skinny leg. Easy, goes with everything. This is how I'd wear it now, right? Just simple. Back to my little open toe shoe, my lace trim cami, my lightweight cardi because air conditioning, we know what we're fighting against. This cardi also comes in this super yummy kind of terracotta color. I don't know which one I like better. I think they're both fantastic. Neutral, terracotta, how can you go wrong? Maybe you need both. Really, really fun. And again, runs a little bit generous, so I do size down in this guy. Now, another option for a great cardigan is this really fun piece from Sanctuary. Now, what I think is great about Sanctuary sweaters, this time of year in particular, is they do a fantastic job of finding that lighter weight knit. So much like the Free People found my friend cardigan, it's not going to be so heavy. So two versions here. This guy. Now, my first thought when I saw a picture of this before I saw it in person was, oh, that's like a really cool kind of tie-dye. It is actually so much more beautiful in person. Almost this kind of ink dot, like positive, negative space. It's got a touch of lavender in it, which I think is so beautiful, so yummy. And I'm going to show you this guy on because what's so fun about it is that this is an easy one to wear as a top. Now, if you want a little bit more coverage, this is where that great cami comes in. But if you just wanted to wear this alone, it's not so low that you can't get away with that. Okay, so you can see, so here's my lace peeking out. If I wasn't wearing the cami, it would not be too low. Little half tuck, good to go. Isn't this great? So really a creamy base. Love this kind of lavender. I think it looks really rich actually back to these charcoal. But if you want to go something darker or, I don't know, go a little wild, it also comes in this great animal print, which is equally yummy in this kind of chocolatey brown animal. So, so pretty. So, so cute. Now, thinking about footwear. So obviously I'm wearing the Pally, this great little sandal. Easy way to transition into a little bit more of a fall silhouette is to do a mule. So let's talk about mules for a hot second. We know we love our booties. We know we love our slides. They got together. They had a baby. Here's what they became. So some people call it mule. Some people call it a clog. I think that's just like a differentiator in the heel, to be perfectly honest. But what I love about this guy is that, and we've been styling with this like crazy, it goes with everything. So it takes kind of that look from, I keep my Pally on one foot, keep this guy on the other. You can see it just takes it just one more notch forward for fall, a little bit more coverage. Maybe you work in an office that doesn't have like an open toe shoe policy, or that Pally just feels a little bit too sexy for work. This is a really great alternative. Also, the heel is so crazy comfortable on this. Totally holds you in. Absolutely love it. And then that fun pointed toe, it's a nod to Western without being kind of dressed up or costumey, which I think can kind of be tricky sometimes when you're looking for that great booty. So really fun. Also love it because it's not total coverage on your foot, so not so hot. An easy, easy one to wear. Okay, so we talked cardigans. We've got this great Sanctuary. We love our Free People. What about the pullover? So when we think about pullovers, I mean, of course, obviously, we love a good pullover with a utility pant, and this tape pant from Evereve is a sure thing. But what I actually think is such a fun combination this time of year, and an easy way to rock a pullover now, is to pair it back to a great Bermuda. So we just got back in stock this great Citizens of Humanity Camilla Bermuda. Now it comes in a yummy, yummy blue as well as in white. So a couple rules I'm gonna get for you out there. Number one, yes, you can wear white after Labor Day, so just erase that one out of your memory bank. White denim works absolutely year round. In fact, I love a whole kind of neutral look. So pretty any time of year, but especially this transitional time of year. What I love about this particular Bermuda, and gang, I've tried on a million, is that it is not tight through the leg. So if you're looking for a more vintage fit, something a little more relaxed, more leg coverage in that Bermuda, something that looks like you've had it for a million years, but in that very best way possible. This Camilla is such a great one because you get all that great coverage, but it's not tight in the thigh. And I find that that can be a tricky part about finding that perfect Bermuda short to wear, right? Really, really great. I have it in the blue. We just got the white in, which kind of love it. Such a good one. So this paired back to a pullover sweater is such an easy way to kind of transition into fall. So I grabbed my favorite shaker knit sweater. So let's talk about shaker knit and what it is for just a second. So here is this shaker knit. All it is, guys, is this great little ribbed knit sweater. You see kind of the highs and lows of the rib. They call it a shaker. What it translates and means to you is some like heft without the weight. It's kind of that classic fisherman sweater knit that you'll see around town. But when it's done in cotton, what I think is great about this guy is that it's the perfect amount of coverage without feeling hot, hot, hot. Now, 525 makes what I think is the best fisherman sweater on the market, this great little knit. Now, we've got it in two colors, this yummy, yummy kind of deeper red, as well as this great kind of terracotta rose. Now, I find this sweater runs a little bit generous, and I'm going to show you what I mean. So it really depends very much on how you want it to fit. Do you want it to be more like a boyfriend, or do you want it to be a little bit more tailored? I think both are great. And I tell you, every time I look at the sweater and I have it in 3 colors, I toggle between the 2 sizes and I think, ooh, how do I want to wear it? What do I think is going to be the way I want to wear it? I'm going to tap on this new color for you to see. This is going to be a small, so that would be the size I would typically buy. But I want you to see how it kind of fits because it's meant to be a little bit more relaxed. So there's the small. You can see the body's just got a little bit more relaxation to it. Cut long enough to cover my tush, room throughout the trunk. Sleeves aren't too long, but a little bit more relaxed. Now, if I wanted it to be just a little bit more shaped, and or if I was wearing it, if I knew I was going to wear it exclusively back to shorts, I might feel like this relaxed fit is too much, and I might go down a size. So I typically wear my true size in this, but just know that it's a little bit more of a relaxed fit. So again, this great burgundy color, as well as this yummy, yummy kind of terracotta rose. Now, another way to go with that pullover back to a great Bermuda is I grabbed this Good American Bermuda. Now, this is definitely a slimmer leg, but you know Good American, they're not going to steer you in the wrong direction because it's going to be a little bit more stretchy. It's going to move with you, super flattening around the waist as well as on the back side. So this is, they call it the Good Bermuda, in this gray, which I think is kind of a fun, unexpected wash. Raw hem here. I love that they did just all the dark hardware, so it just kind of disappears. Now this, I wanted to pair back to maybe a little bit more of an edgy pullover, and that's why I grabbed this great little 525 sweater. Again, cotton, so really, really lightweight, but it has this fun destruction around the neck as well as on the hem. It comes in this great cream as well as in black. Now, how would I wear this? Well, if I grab my cream with my Bermuda, I'm going to grab little edgy sandal, this great little Vince Camuto with the studs. Someone was asking me last week if these run true to size. I absolutely think they do. I wore my normal size in these. Sometimes in sandals I go up half a size so my heel's not hanging off. This one I found I didn't need to. It's got a really comfy molded footbed. Super cute way to add a little bit of edge. That's for now. If you want to wear it later into the season, then I grab my fun little kicks. Now these are brand new. Another Dolce Vita find. So cute with all the metallic and the mix and match of all the different I wouldn't even call them color because I think it's really about the texture here. So you've got snake, you've got a little bit of leopard, you've got that great foil on the back in silver. So cute, so comfy, and I think a fun, more casual way to wear a Bermuda and a sweater. Okay, so I kind of hinted at this silhouette of summer that we were loving, and it's been taking that great sweatshirt and flipping it on its head and making it into short sleeve. So not so hot, and I think this is one in particular that's really easy to wear with a full length pant. So Grabbed a couple of my favorites. We're going to start with the one that I know you all love and adore, and I'll pop one on. That's that Z Supply great little puff sleeve, short sleeve sweatshirt. It is called the Gianna Terry Tea. Now, the one that started it all was the white. We brought this puppy in, sold it out in a hot second, brought it back in again, so restocked. But then, since then, we've gotten so many fun colors. So, you've got this yummy, yummy, rich purple. Ooh, such a good fall transition color. Well, there's that kind of rosy terracotta color again. Are we sensing a trend? And then the color that I am absolutely obsessed with, the surprise color of the season, the one that you think you can't wear, but actually you can. This guy, I want to actually see what they call the color. Breen. It is kind of a breen. It's like a green and a brown and a yellow all together. So fun. I'm going to show you what this guy looks like on. Now, of course, I love that sweatshirt with a fun little utility pant. I think that's an easy way to wear it, of course. It would also be fantastic with the Bermudas we've been talking about. But one of the things I think is really fun about this is how do you let this guy kind of be the hero of your look? With that statement sleeve, it really does kind of stand out, right? It's not so puffy, right? But it definitely has volume. And then if you pick a color like this one, which is so fun, this kind of becomes the star of the show. Now, here it is, utility pants. I've got my mule on, done. Easy, good to go. Maybe I'd throw on like a fun little stacked necklace if I wanted to dress it up a little bit. But I think an unexpected way to wear this is one of our favorite new trends that started this summer, carrying into fall, is more of that wide leg pant. Now, I wore this puppy a couple weeks ago on one of my stories when I was talking about, this color that I'm absolutely obsessed with. I think someone was calling it canyon colors, which I actually think is such a smart way to describe it. But it comes in 3 colors. So this really yummy terracotta, of course, a fantastic green, and then my personal favorite, because I think this one is the one that has legs, no pun intended, all the way through fall season. This is from Paige. It is called the Carly Wide Leg. Tons of stretch in this puppy, crazy comfortable. The denim version, I love that it's a tonal drawstring, so it kind of disappears, which I think is really chic. And in this dark, just clean wash. So elevated, so beautiful. Now the question's going to be, how do you choose footwear with a wide leg? I think this can be really, really tricky, right? Not hard. So when it comes to a wide leg, what I like to start is I think about how I'm going to wear it. Am I going to elevate it or am I going to keep it casual? If I'm going to keep it casual, I like to wear it with more of a flat shoe. Secret here, I like a flat shoe that has a little bit of skin showing. So when I say that, I'm thinking about a sandal, or I'm thinking about a slide that isn't covered all the way up. Where I think it can get trickier when you're going this time of year is when you try to cover it all up and your whole leg disappears. I think that's for later when you can balance it out with maybe a bigger sweater or a great jacket that covers you up a bit more. This time of year, I'd go mule. I'd go this great little sandal, of course, that we love from Vince Camuto, or even this guy from Vince Camuto, more of a dressy slide. Really fun, easy way to do it. And again, because you get some ankle showing in that back, it doesn't swallow you all up. Or if you are a long-legged mama, bless your heart, and you get to wear these more as a crop, you're going to get some great ankle credit. So one of my favorites, a really fun piece to invest in because it's so comfy and fantastic, back to some of these more statement short sleeve sweatshirts. Another version that just came in, similar in spirit. I think this one, because of like the washed down nature of it, feels just a touch more casual to me, is from Michael Stars. Now, here's a couple of the differences and you can kind of see. In the Z Supply, I've got more of a finished hem here, finished on the sleeve, finished collar. Michael Stars, same ribbing on the neckline, but you can see definitely a more relaxed fit through the body and a raw hem. So just a touch more casual, but in these, I mean, look at that palette. How beautiful is that? Fall, here we come. But if you're looking for something a little bit more casual, I think the Michael Stars is a really nice option. I, too, would wear this one back to my favorite Paige pants. And I think this is a great one, too, because it's an easy one to half tuck because it is more that open bottom. Loving putting those two colors together. Throw on your Birks or your slides and you're good to go. Such an easy, easy look. Another way to kind of show off that sweatshirt, even in this time of year, is to do something that gives you a little shoulder credit. So loving the sleeve detail on both the Z Supply and the Michael Stars, but there's a couple others I wanted to shout out for. Ronan Ryan and Spiritual Gangster, both of these slide right off the shoulder. Really, really pretty and such great colors. This guy a little bit richer, more of a kind of coral berry, and then this guy more of your terracotta. Both so fun, easy to wear back to your Bermudas, of course, but I'm kind of digging them with either my utilities or that Paige wide leg pant. Yes, I'm like, should I try one of those on? Because they're so cute. I mean, they're so cute. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no, maybe so. Okay. All right, so then last but not least, let's talk about jackets. I feel like we're kind of getting into this moment, right, where layers are starting to be on our radar. Maybe you just need it at night, or again, maybe you're spending more time in air conditioning and dang, it gets cold in those rooms. So you need something you can just throw on over great easy pieces. So I wanted to start casual, and then we're gonna go to some more fun date night looks. So starting from the top, the jackets I wanted to talk about were a bomber and then this great little jacket from Good American. So starting with the bomber, this is from BB Dakota. You might remember we actually had this in white earlier this summer, and then we brought back in this yummy, yummy red color. So delicious, so delightful. I want you to see what this looks like. I think one of the things that I always think about when I'm looking at jackets is length. How long do I want it? How do I think I'm gonna wear it? What pants am I gonna wear it with? And what am I kind of looking for? So the BB Dakota, one of the reasons I love this bomber jacket is because it's not such long of a length. So it's going to hit me just below my waist, give me a little bit of shape, this yummy red color, but guys, check it out. So lightweight. Really, it's a gauze material. So it's kind of the perfect rendition of a transitional jacket because it's not too heavy, but just enough weight that you can throw it on. Now, this is a fun wear to work, kind of meeting girlfriends out for drinks kind of look with my lace trim cami. I think that's really easy. If I wanted to go more casual, this is where I grab that fun Nation tee to pop underneath. Now, I think sometimes jackets can be tricky when you've got something going on the sleeve. I think what's so fun about this is that that ruffle's not too big, and this bomber silhouette, as well as the Good American I'm about to show you, gives room for this ruffle tee. This is such a fabulous little top, black, white, and then of course the red. I'm gonna pop this guy on because this has been selling like absolute hotcakes. It's such a great little tee. Been absolutely loving it. I think it's because it feels like a fashion top without trying too hard. Now, I know many of you have been kind of like on the fence about whether or not you want to wear ruffles still. Is it too feminine for you? Here's what I would say about this one. Because it's not so, and it's really weird over this cami, but just work with me here for this one because I want you to see what the sleeve detail looks like. Would not suggest wearing the silk cami underneath. So what I like about this is that it's not overwhelming. It really does function like a tank, lightweight, little knit, and then again, it's so easy to throw on under a jacket because that sleeve is not crazy overwhelming. Now, I wanted to grab this great little Good American jacket. This is the Good Hooded Jacket. This is your leave it at the door, grab on your way out. Let's get going. I feel like there's some good questions. Will we see low combat boots? Yes, you will definitely see low combat boots coming in. Think lug soles, delicious. Think combat boot uppers, think hiker uppers, but it's kind of all about that great detail on the sole and then all these fun variations from super clean to lace ups in boots starting in like the next 3 weeks. You're going to start to see them in store and online. So fun. Love that question. Okay, so why is this so easy? Well, I mean, you've got some volume here in the sleeve. This is that jacket you're going to wear a million places. Again, this is from Good American. It's got a little hood to it. So fun, so easy. Long enough that it's going to cover just a little bit of my tush, but not so long that I feel like I'm absolutely drowning in it. Some fabulous pockets, because can you ever have enough pockets in a jacket? I think not. I love that it's zipper and snaps. The hardware is all black, so it feels more elevated than like, you know, that REI rain jacket we all have hanging around that we've had since college. Yeah, let's step up our game a little bit on this one. fun little jacket to wear and really easy to just sport casually. I love it, of course, with this utility pant, but it would really work with just about any other bottom we've kind of talked about, including this fun alternative to utility that I just had to talk about. So Mel wore these in her stories not that long ago from Cut. There's 2 versions of it. This is the Camo Reese Utility and in just a solid green. I absolutely love this fit. Now, why is it so fantastic? Number one, it's a straight. So if you're looking for something even cleaner than the utility that I have on right now, this guy has just that patch pocket and nothing else. More of a cotton base. This is more of a sateen. So you're going to get a little bit of shine on the Every version. This is going to be a really flat, more cotton-handed look to it. So I think this guy runs a little bit more casual leaning than my Every version does. Similar fit in the Reese. I do go down a size. Mel actually said she wears her normal size in Cut. I found for me, I would like to go down just to get a little bit more shape to it. Under $100. So such a fantastic, fantastic pant. The camo is so cute and fresh, and I absolutely adore the green. So easy to pair this back to just your little tee and your jacket, and you're good to go. All right. 2 more thoughts, and then we're almost done. So the next one is, I'm thinking about those stock ups. We talked about some of those great little utility pants. I had to let you know we did get one last hurrah of that Maya tank back in stock. This has been our best-selling tank all summer season. It has been so good. Black, white, and then this really kind of orangey, kind of terracotta color. So beautiful. Easy to pair with literally anything. We were just in Franklin opening a brand new store in Tennessee 2 days ago, and one of our customers there said what she loves about this is that it's so versatile. It goes with anything. She has the boat neck version, and now she has the V-neck version. Take her word for it. Don't even take mine, but it's one of the most reviewed items on our site and one of the most beloved. And why I like it is because there's so many ways to wear it. So pair it back to this, done and done. But I was thinking that kind of, moto utility jacket is still absolutely coming at us hard for fall season. So I wanted to highlight 2 different silhouettes, 2 kind of different ends of the spectrum. The first is from Marrakesh. This is the Morrison Jacket. So more of like a knit hand to it. Tons and tons. Super, super comfy. I love the stretch around the waistband to kind of nip you in if you wear it zipped up. Otherwise, you got that great little collar. I'm going to show you what this guy looks like because it is absolutely a home run. You can wear this ruffle tee underneath it easily because it's not going to get all choked up and swallowed up in this jacket. The collar in this one is also really fun, kind of a stronger collar, but it's soft and flexible. I mean, it's just such a flattering little jacket. To me, it's the utility equivalent of your black moto. So you throw it on over a tee, put it on with a pair of jeans, and you don't have to think twice about feeling put together. Also would be fantastic back to a Bermuda for this time of year. Throw on your slides or that great little loafer, and it's kind of a fun, unexpected, elevated look. I always like to kind of ruche up the sleeves too, give myself a little bit more skin. So there you go, done and done. Now, if I wanted to turn this into more of a date night look, I lose my tee, pop on my cami, but there's also another really fun top. If you happen to catch our reels that we posted the other day, we had a fantastic fun time with Ash, asking her what some of her favorite pieces were, and she was wearing this tank. Did you guys check it out and see it? This is one of those kind of magical pieces. So, so fun. Allison Joy. Thick straps so you can wear your normal bra with it. Really crazy flattering. Tuck it in because it's not too short. Pop this guy on underneath a little jacket or wear it on its own right now for date night with a little utility pant, and then you've got your mule on and you are so good to go. So pretty, so flattering, runs true to size. So speaking of moto jackets, I'm just going to keep this cami on because I want you to see this fun date night look that I have kind of cooked up here. This is the second piece in the Every collection that I just had to highlight because when you're looking for those investment pieces, you know the ones I'm talking about, that you wear again and again and again and again. This Moto is going to be that piece, I assure you. So it's our vegan leather Moto jacket, again, under the Evereve collection. The fit is absolutely to die for, and it is going to be the most worn jacket in your entire closet. Date night, done. With a tee and jeans, casual running around. With more of a like printed blouse underneath or a dress, here comes work. Adds a little bit of edge to any look you put together. So much stretch, so comfy, so cozy, so easy. Absolutely, undeniably, my favorite piece in the entire Evereve collection, and one that you need to snag right now. It runs true to size and is my favorite layer, hands down, as we transition from summer into fall. So fun. Isn't it a good one? So cute. I mean, and like even this look, guys, you know, I'm wearing my mules. I feel a little more dressed up, throwing a pair of kicks, and now I'm casual running around. That's why this jacket is so fun and so versatile and so easy to wear. Absolutely love this guy. Ugh, home run, gotta have it. Okay, layers. I mean, we talked about all the options from sweaters to jackets and everything in between. Don't forget, because I sure didn't, we have an incredible clearance sale going on this weekend in stores and online. Snag those amazing summer deals while they are still in stock. I gotta tell you, if you need yourself a good dress because there's a month left of summer, get it now because there are so many good ones to be had. Happy shopping, everyone. Thanks so much for being with me, and we will see you next week. Take care.